Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Block now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the 1st round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 22. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Locke. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The 39-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
The score, Buccaneers 7, Broncos 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Brady. Caught by Jones. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He sets up the screen to Jones. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Buccaneer 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Buccaneers 14, Broncos 3. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Block going to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rob Gronkowski.
Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Jones. And down he'll go at the 25.
Ronald Jones.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
10 yards.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go, defense.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10, just shy of the 30. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Locke, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw it is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Judy. And I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
Second and 9 at the 11-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
45. Mike, 45.
Throwing his Lock on third down. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Locke to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
McManus lining up for the extra point.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
The score, Buccaneers 21, Broncos 10. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Made by
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
And that's a sight no Tampa fan wants to see, nor does Tom Brady want to feel. They've got to keep him upright so he can get damage done downfield with those terrific receivers and really good tight ends.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Brady going to look to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, it's Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. To throw is Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
To Ronald Jones.
Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.